Time devours us, and we name its crumbs life. Does time slip through your fingers? You scroll X for hours, procrastinate on dreams, chase goals that fade, and a quiet dread grows in your chest. Why does every moment feel so fleeting? Welcome to Existential Aesthetics Chronicles, where we unravel this fear through the piercing truths of Heidegger, Camus, and Choron. Stay with us to confront the void of wasted time. We live in the shadow of time's relentless march. In the United States, 70% of adults report anxiety over wasted time, spending 3 hours daily on social media, lost in endless scrolls. In the United Kingdom, France, Germany, Canada, and Australia, the pattern holds. Hours vanish to screens, delays, distractions. Martin Heidegger's concept of temporality captures this dread. In Being in Time, he writes, "We are thrown into time, finite and fleeting. Time defines our existence, yet it slips away. Have you ever felt a day vanish without meaning? That's Heidegger's truth, a truth we face daily. Picture your morning. You wake, grab your phone, and check X, intending a quick glance. 20 minutes become an hour. You meant to work, to write, to create, but time escapes. In Canada, a 2025 study shows 65% of young adults feel anxiety over procrastination. Heidegger says we're defined by our finitude. Every moment is a step toward death. You feel it in the rush of a commute, the tick of a clock on your desk. Have you ever panicked at a day's end, realizing it's gone? That's temporality's weight, pressing down. This fear isn't new. Ancient philosophers like Seneca urged us to seize time, to live deliberately. But today, distractions are relentless. In Germany, 60% of students lose hours to apps, delaying studies, dreams, lives. Heidegger argues time isn't just hours, it's our being. You scroll, you delay, you lose yourself. The current generation chases trends on X. Older audiences chase stability through routines. Both lose time. Have you ever felt your phone stole your day? Heidegger calls this our thrownness, a life bound by fleeting moments. Let's linger here. Your daily routine, checking X, rushing to work, waiting in line, feels like a race against time. In Australia, 55% of adults feel they waste too many hours daily. Heidegger's temporality means every choice, every delay, shapes who you are. You skip a workout, postpone a project, and dread creeps in. Have you ever regretted a lost hour, wishing you'd acted? That's the fear of time, a daily confrontation with our limits. The weight of time is personal, yet universal. In the United Kingdom, 70% of workers report time anxiety, feeling hours slip through endless tasks. Heidegger says we're thrown into time, unable to stop its flow. You check notifications, answer emails, and the day is gone. Have you ever felt time mocks your efforts? That's temporality, a reminder that every moment is finite, every delay a loss. A story brings this to life. Liam, a writer in Toronto, plans to draft his novel each morning, but he scrolls X, losing hours. He told a 2025 survey, "I feel time slipping, and it terrifies me." Heidegger would recognize this. Liam's thrown into time, his dreams fading with every distraction. Have you ever lost a day to distractions, regretting it? Heidegger says this is our existence, a daily dance with finitude. Albert Camus sees time through a different lens, the absurd. In the myth of Sisyphus, he writes, "Time is the absurd's cruelest joke. We crave meaning, purpose, legacy, but time slips away, leaving us empty. You procrastinate, scroll X, and hours vanish without purpose." In France, 50% of professionals report stress over wasted time. Have you ever felt a day was meaningless, gone forever? That's Camus' absurd, a clash between our desires and time's indifference. Consider your evening. You plan to read, to create, to connect, but end up scrolling X, watching reels. In the United Kingdom, 60% of adults lose 2 hours daily to social media. Camus says this is the absurd. We seek purpose, but time offers none. You feel it when a deadline passes, a goal fades, a dream slips away. Have you ever watched a sunset, wishing you'd done more with your day? That's the absurd sting, sharp and unrelenting. Camus' view is stark but resonant. Time isn't just fleeting, it's indifferent to our hopes. You delay a project, miss a call with a friend, and regret creeps in. In Canada, 55% of students feel time slips away studying, yet achieving nothing. Camus argues we face the absurd daily. Time rolls on, uncaring, while we seek meaning. Have you ever felt a moment was wasted, yet couldn't stop it? That's the absurd, a daily reminder of our futility. Let's reflect further. Time's indifference is universal. The barista in Sydney spills coffee, rushing against the clock to serve customers. The retiree in London Gardens, fearing years wasted in routine. Camus says we must face this absurdity, see it clearly. A 2025 study in Germany shows 45% of workers feel time escapes their grasp. Have you ever felt a day was a void, empty of meaning? Camus dares you to confront this, to see time's cruelty. A story illustrates this. Aisha, a student in Berlin, plans to study but scrolls X instead, losing hours. She told a 2025 survey, "I want to achieve, but time disappears." Camus would see this as the absurd. Aisha's desire for progress clashes with time's indifference. Your evenings, scrolling, delaying, are the same. Have you ever felt a day slip away, leaving nothing? Camus says this is life's absurd core, a daily battle with time. Camus offers no escape, only clarity. In The Stranger, he suggests we live despite the absurd, finding meaning in defiance. In Australia, 40% of young adults use mindfulness to savor moments, defying time's rush. Have you ever paused to breathe, to feel a moment fully? Camus says this is absurd rebellion, a way to face time's void. Can you find one moment today that feels enough? Émile Cioran takes time's fear to its darkest depths. And on the heights of despair, he writes, "Time is a wound we cannot heal. Every moment we waste, scrolling, delaying, dreaming, deepens this wound." In Australia, 65% of young adults report anxiety over lost time, feeling hours slip through their fingers. Have you ever felt time mocks your efforts? That's Cioran's despair, a daily agony we can't escape. Picture your day. You open X, intending a quick check, but lose an hour to posts, reels, trends. You meant to write, to exercise, to live, but didn't. In the United States, 50% of workers procrastinate daily, regretting lost time. Cioran says this is life's futility. We act, we delay, but time devours all. Have you ever felt a day was stolen by distractions, gone forever? That's Cioran's wound, bleeding with every tick of the clock. Cioran's view is unrelenting, almost suffocating. Time isn't just fleeting, it's a cruel tormentor. You plan a project, but notifications pull you away, hours vanish. In France, 60% of adults feel time anxiety from digital distractions. Cioran argues every wasted moment is a reminder of our nothingness, our inability to hold time. Have you ever lain awake, haunted by hours you'll never get back? That's Cioran's truth, stark and unyielding. Let's pause. Your last distraction, perhaps a scroll on X, a postponed task, did it leave you empty? In Germany, 55% of students report time lost to apps, feeling futile. Cioran says this is universal. We're born to waste time, to suffer its loss. The current generation scrolls endlessly. Older audiences toil in routines. Both feel time's wound. Can you name a moment you regret losing? Cioran dares you to see it clearly, to feel its pain. A story brings this to life. Daniel, a barista in Sydney, dreams of starting a cafe but delays, scrolling X instead. He told a 2025 survey, "I feel time slipping, and it's killing me." Cioran would recognize this. Daniel's delay is a microcosm of existence, a life eaten by time's relentless hunger. Have you ever put off a dream, only to regret it? Cioran says this is our fate, a daily dance with futility. Cioran offers no solutions, only brutal honesty. In The Trouble with Being Born, he writes, "To live is to lose time, and to lose time is to suffer." Your routine, checking X, working, waiting, is a stage for this suffering. In the United Kingdom, 60% of workers feel time escapes through repetitive tasks. Have you ever felt time laughs at your plans? Cioran demands we face this wound, this daily reminder of our nothingness. Jean Baudrillard adds a modern twist to time's fear. In Simulacra and Simulation, he argues we live in a hyperreal world where time is consumed by images, not reality. Your X feed, posts, trends, videos, steals hours, leaving you empty. In Canada, the average person spends 3 hours daily online, yet 60% feel their time is wasted. Have you ever lost hours to a screen with nothing to show? That's Baudrillard's simulacrum, a trap of false time. Let's explore further. You scroll X, chasing trends, memes, lives that seem fuller than yours. Hours vanish, and dread grows. In the United Kingdom, 55% of young adults report time lost to social media, feeling empty. Baudrillard says these aren't real moments. They're simulations, images that consume time. Your likes, your posts, your scrolls, they're not time, but hyperreal traps. Have you ever felt hours disappear online, leaving you hollow? That's the simulacrum, a daily illusion. This hyperreality is woven into your day. Your phone pings with X notifications, pulling you into reels, posts, apps. In Germany, 70% of adults use time-tracking apps, yet still feel time escapes. Baudrillard argues we're not living time. We're performing it, chasing digital clocks that mean nothing. The current generation scrolls, older audiences plan. Both lose time to images. Have you ever checked your phone, only to lose an hour? That's the hyperreal, a daily theft of moments. A story illustrates this. Priya, an office worker in London, tracks her time with apps but loses hours to X. She told a 2025 survey, "I'm organized, but time vanishes online." Baudrillard would agree. Her time is a simulacrum, consumed by images, not reality. Your daily scroll, your notifications, are they time or performance? Have you ever felt trapped by a screen's pull? Baudrillard says this is our world, a hyperreal cage where time dissolves. Let's pause. Your last scroll on X, did it steal your time, your focus? In Australia, 65% of adults feel social media waste their hours. Baudrillard says these platforms are hyperreal, copies of time without substance. Your routine, scrolling, posting, delaying, is a stage for this loss. Have you ever felt your day was a performance, not a life? That's the hyperreal trap, a daily illusion we live. Can we defy time's fear? Heidegger says we must face our finitude, live authentically within time's limits. Camus urges us to embrace the absurd, finding joy in fleeting moments despite their indifference. In the United States, 40% of adults use mindfulness to savor time, to live fully in each moment. Imagine valuing a single moment, a walk, a coffee, a breath, without regret. Have you ever felt a moment was enough, just as it was? That's the challenge, to live despite time's weight. Let's reflect. Your daily delays, scrolling X, procrastinating, rushing, can be questioned. In Germany, 35% of young adults journal to reclaim time, to focus on what matters. Camus' absurdism suggests we can smile at time's indifference, living defiantly. Have you ever paused to breathe, ignoring time's rush? That's defiance, a rebellion against the void. The current generation can stop scrolling, older audiences can stop rushing. Can you seize one moment today, make it yours? A story brings this to life. Emma, a retiree in Melbourne, stopped checking X for a week, focusing on gardening. She told a 2025 survey, "I felt time slow down, like I was alive." Camus would applaud her absurd rebellion, Heidegger her authenticity. Your routine, your scroll, your delays, holds these moments. Have you ever found peace by ignoring time's tick? That's the break from fear, a daily act of courage. Let's reflect. Your daily delays, scrolling X, procrastinating, rushing, can be questioned. In Germany, 35% of young adults journal to reclaim time, to focus on what matters. Camus' absurdism suggests we can smile at time's indifference, living defiantly. Have you ever paused to breathe, ignoring time's rush? That's defiance, a rebellion against the void. The current generation can stop scrolling, older audiences can stop rushing. Can you seize one moment today, make it yours? A story brings this to life. Emma, a retiree in Melbourne, stopped checking X for a week, focusing on gardening. She told a 2025 survey, "I felt time slow down, like I was alive." Camus would applaud her absurd rebellion, Heidegger her authenticity. Your routine, your scroll, your delays, holds these moments. Have you ever found peace by ignoring time's tick? That's the break from fear, a daily act of courage.